Unpeated local island barley? Where have we seen this story before? Hi there, my name's Lewis. Welcome to the Neckpour. This is the Whisky Review channel where I give you my thoughts and opinions on a particular bottle from the Neckpour all the way down to the Dregs. And you join me here today for the Neckpour of this, the Arran 10 Arran Barley. This is one I've been super excited for ever since I saw it announced, and really happy to be finally getting it in my glass today. So yeah, this is a local barley release, all grown on the Isle of Arran. And whilst we actually visited the distillery last year, I saw the casks that made this bottling up. So it's a pretty big one. I only saw some of the casks, didn't see all of them, because we are talking 10,000 bottles here, I believe, from the front. Oh, sorry, 18,000 bottles. So a fair few casks, but I did see some of them, and we got a little smell of what was inside, although not a taste. And yeah, I'm on a bit of a local barley kick at the moment, and heritage barleys, that kind of stuff. But we're 50% fully natural. And without any further ado, let's get this in the glass. So firstly, let's have a little listen to the cork. Again, another very loose cork there. Nothing too exciting on the cork pop, but let's get this into the glass. Nice healthy measure there to get a little sniff of. And let's pop the bottle down for now. I love the look of the Arran bottles. I've not actually owned one since the rebrand to this style. Although I do have those two miniatures, the 220CLs that I'll pop the video of up there that I picked up at the distillery. And again, here's the glass that came home with me from the distillery. But a little bit about this one, while we just let it sit in the glass for a moment. We're 50% fully natural. First fill bourbon, second fill sherry makeup on this one. Local barley, it's optic barley, which is a pretty popular barley. It's not a super unique, hybrid, weird, out there, or really old-fashioned one. It's often used for pale ales and IPAs, but it is used in distilling sort of semi-regularly because it's pretty good for converting into alcohol. Get a pretty good yield on it. And it's all grown at Bellevue Farm on the south of the island, so down towards where Lag is, as opposed to Lochranza, which is the Arran distillery, as it were, which is up on the north of the island. But yeah, it's one I've been super excited to get into because it seems like it's just Arran 10, but just taken up a notch. And firstly, having a look at this in the glass, and I've cut some footage in here. Pretty sticky, drifts down pretty slowly. You can tell it's non-chill filtered, tell it's natural colour. And it's just a beautiful pale gold. You can tell there's never been a hint of caramel anywhere near this, which is great in my opinion. So let's get this up to the nose and see what we think. Wow, that is wonderfully well integrated. I could spend a week in there. No prickle, no bite whatsoever. Orchard fruits. Digestive biscuits. And fresh orange juice. The more I smell it, the more that cereal barley comes through. But yeah, plenty of floral juice, whether it be apples, whether it be oranges, whether it be a little bit of lemon. But super, super smooth and fairly sort of sweet. Let's have a little taste. Looking forward to this. Oof. Toasted brioche buns, lathered with butter, with pears preserved in syrup. And there's just a lovely, lovely, just little hint in the background from those sherry casks, just giving a little bit of spice that just rounds the whole thing out beautifully. Almost takes the toast to a bread and butter pudding almost takes the pears from pickled pears and syrup to a kind of spiced Christmas poached pear. But that's just super well-rounded, super flavoursome, but not at all. There's no jagged notes, there's no harsh edges. Super smooth, super rounded, warming, and just absolutely lovely. The 50% is spot on for this. Too much weaker, you'd be losing flavour. I think too much stronger and be using that beautiful, beautiful smoothness. And onto the palate, it's long, it's rich, it's sweet, but it's Arran. It's so clean, so fresh, so smooth. Absolutely spot on stuff there for me. Just silky, silky, silky. The citrus from that fruit juice at the start's turned into a kind of candied, dried citrus. You know, the strips of candied orange in chocolate. It could be just the kind of candied mixed peel that you would make into Christmas puddings or put through mince pie sort of fillings, but before the spices have been added. There's just a couple of shavings of nutmeg on the top. There's raisins, and there's lovely, lovely, lovely stewed apples. That is an absolute corker, start to finish. But my big question is, how does it compare to the regular Arran 10, which is something I've not had for quite a long time, really. I didn't have it when I was at the distillery, and I can't honestly think of the last time I've actually had a dram of Arran 10. So I'd be really interested, and let me know in the comments if you guys would be too, to see this up against a regular Arran 10 in a bottle battle, because how much more elevated is this than the regular bottling? Because it is a fair bit more pricey. But that price should not take away from what this dram is. It's an absolute, absolute corker. Fairly pricey. £72.49 was the price I paid for it delivered to my door, but that was from the distillery. So the delivery costs on there were reasonably high. I've been sat on this for a little while before reviewing it. If you were happy to wait till it went to kind of wider distribution, I think you can get it for sort of around 60 quid. But that's still a fair bit more than the 10, which you can often get on offer for around 40, I've seen. But no, that is absolutely lovely. I'm blown away by that. Really enjoying it. Part of, as I say, I'm on a bit of a local barley kick at the moment with the Bruichladdich Old School and a few other things that are still to come. But yeah, that is an absolute cracker. I strongly recommend it to you guys. If you get a chance to either get a pour of this, share a bottle with someone, get a single dram in a bar, or see a bottle at a good price, I would 100% recommend you to pick this up, because that is really, really, really well crafted whiskey. But yeah, I'd just like to say thank you all so much for joining me here today. I really do appreciate that you take time out of your day to spend a little bit of it with me. It means a huge amount to me. If you've enjoyed the video, drop a like down below. If you've got any thoughts and opinions on this particular bottle of whiskey, anything else from either Lochranza or Lag and the Isle of Arran that you want to see me review, drop that in the comments below, or just anything else related to this that you'd like to see, get it down below. And if you've really enjoyed the content, please do hit that like button, that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you're informed next time I post. It means a huge amount to me. But other than that, once again, thank you so much for joining me here today. Till the next time, cheers, sláinte, and I'll see you again.